asked so many times about what I use on my skin. So in my book, Naturally Tan, I talk about a face mask that I use, but I've never really talked about the rest of my skincare regimen. So I'm going to talk about it right now. And here's the thing, I'm traveling right now, so I'm not at home. So I'm going to show you what I truly do use. None of this is a paid endorsement in any way. None of it is actually sponsored. So you're going to get a really true reflection of what I actually do travel with and what I truly do use every day, on most days. So let's start with this. If you know me from the book, I talk about the fragrance that I use, or I used to use. I used to use Vera Wang for men. However, and I was using that for about 20 years. However, I did change over about a year ago to Byredo Lancel. This is a, what do they call it? Like a condensed version, like a, I don't know the word, but like, oh, concentrate. So you just dab a little on your neck and you're good to go. So, and this lasts, I've had this for probably 3 months and I've got more than half of it left. It is actually quite expensive, but it's well worth it because all in all it'll last at least 6 months, 9 months if you're not using it as often as I use it. I use it like 2 or 3 times a day, which is unnecessary, but when I shoot the show, I want to make sure I'm smelling right, and when I meet people constantly, I want to make sure I smell right. So I use way more than I should. Anyway, that's it. That's Byredo Lancel. Let me see if I can try and show you better. Okay, there it is. Okay, next, what I carry in my little travel bag. This travel bag is from Tata, Harper. They sent me a bunch of stuff at one point, and so I still carry this bag around. It's very over the top, I know, but I love it so much. But before I go into my creams and stuff, I want to show you what I use to wash my face with. It is Tata Harper Cleanser. I go through this in about 3 or 4 months. This is my favorite cleanser. It's all natural, and it makes my skin feel just gorgeous. It's one of those that makes your skin kind of tingle and cold afterwards, and it really is beautiful. So I use that in the shower every day and at night to wash my face. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so good. And I haven't used a different face wash in probably 2 years. I try a lot of new stuff out and companies send me stuff. I'll give it a try, but this really is the best one I've ever used. I'm obsessed with it. Oh, and you would have seen in that I bite my nails. Get over it. I've tried many times to not bite. That nail varnish thing doesn't work. I just bite my nails. So be it. I'm allowed a couple of vices. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of those things, so that's my vice. Okay, so what I actually carry in my travel kit. Let me start with a serum. So I mix my brands. I don't have just one brand of stuff that I go for the whole range. I like certain pieces of certain brands. And so there's a brand called Beauty Bio, and they have something called the Nightly. And it's a serum. I use that, it's meant to be used at night only. I think there's also a day one. However, I've got brown skin, and brown skin is often drier, and so I need a little more moisture, and so I use the Nightly in the morning before I add in my moisturizer, and it's after I've already washed my face with that. So that's what I start with, and then I use Beauty Bio's The Quench. I've been using this ever since they launched it, like probably a year ago. It is my favorite moisturizer. Okay, so here's the thing. Again, I have brown skin, I have drier skin, and so I use this in the morning, and I actually do use quite a bit of it on my face. You probably don't need as much as I use. I do like a really dense texture of, dense amount of cream on my face. If you want something lighter and something that definitely doesn't feel as heavy, just go for a little bit, but I'm obsessed with this. If it ever goes out of production, I'm going to be mortified. I've tried many. I tried creme de la mer, which I know is meant to be like the most beautiful one. It's way too thick for my skin and it makes me break out, whereas this one it doesn't break. It doesn't make me break out, and it feels just gorgeous. And before a flight, so when I got on a flight, I will clean my face completely. I'll put on my serum, and then I'll put a really thick layer of this on, especially on a long haul flight. And by the time I land 10 hours later back in England, 12 hours later back in England, my skin is still beautifully soft. Love. Eye cream. I use Tata Harper's eye cream also. Love. Really simple. I just put a couple of drops on my fingers, rub it into my eyes, or the corners of my eyes, and I'm good to go. I've been using this for about a year or so. Love. Haven't found another one that I prefer. And then Drunk Elephant. Okay, so Drunk Elephant. When I'm at home, I use a lot. I use a lot more varied products. These are the ones I use every day, and then once or twice a week, I will use other things like lotions and potions. And so this is one of those. Drunk Elephant. I take this with me sometimes, and I brought it on this trip because I knew I wanted to really reinvigorate my skin. This is called Baby Facial. I've been using this for a year or so. I use it once a week. I have my own version of a facial that I mentioned at the start of this video, which I might do a tutorial for you later on within the next month or so, and I'll show you how I actually make my facial and then how I use it. But this I use when I'm on the go and I don't have easy access to like yoga and stuff like that. This feels incredible. The first time you put it on, it stings, and it's really uncomfortable for the first minute or so, but that discomfort subdues and dies down, and you keep this on for 10 minutes, and when you wash it off, put on the rest of your moisturizer and stuff, it feels gorgeous. I love this. If you get any of this, well actually these are all the products that I love, so buy any of these and I'm sure you're gonna be happy. But if you only want to invest in one or two things, this once a week really is fantastic, and then a great moisturizer, I guess. And then the thing that I believe saves me is a jade roller. So this jade roller, before I get ready in the morning, as soon as I get out of bed, whilst I'm making my coffee, whilst I'm drinking my coffee, I will use this. So this part's actually meant to be for your eyes, but I use the big one too, so that when I'm drinking my coffee I can just kind of leave it there. But this is a godsend. I would like to believe it works for me. So if I've got a slight puffiness in my eye bags, this is naturally cold. It's a jade stone, and so it reduces the puffiness, and then I'll wash and shower and do all the lotions and potions after that. So that's it. That's my little beauty regimen. Every day I use those 4 items and my aftershave, and then I'm good to go. Once a week this, well, every morning this. Yeah, easy peasy. Let me know what you think. Bye.